Hi everyone, so I quickly wanted to cover the disembarkation process from the Norwegian Luna at the Miami port. This was definitely not what I expected. Stay tuned so you can be better prepared. Let's go sail the seas. Disembarkation starts on level 6 in the atrium. If you've watched my ship tour video, you would have seen me complain about the fact that they make you go to guest services for luggage tags the day prior to disembarkation, instead of sending it straight to your room if you needed it. Going through the atrium once your group color is called gives you the impression that you're the only one getting off the ship, since there is no visible line in the atrium. You are directed to the Luna Theater, where they have removed the 6 level seats in preparation for disembarkation.
This is the reservation for the dinner, so for those getting on, I guess they would come in here and make the reservation for their meal at the specialty dining.
Their plan is to have everyone off the ship by 9:30 a.m. I waited around 15 minutes in line and had to have my room card to disembark, so keep it handy. It is a lot of standing. The gangway feels like it's uphill and warm, so keep that in mind when making your plans. If you need a wheelchair, make sure you talk to the right people to get access to that. You have to take escalators down to where baggage claim is and to exit the port. So if you have something with you that you can't carry on there, I'm sure they have elevators, but you will have to ask a staff member for help with that. If you did check bags, the baggage claim area has everything sorted by color. So based off the color you chose, before disembarkation, you will find your luggage in that specific color zone. Right after you get your luggage, you would go to Customs and Border Protection. In this case, we did not get to stop at any port, so there was no real checking of luggages. But I'm assuming that normally they would pick and choose which people are going to be checked more carefully. But all they did here was check our pictures again and allow us to exit. So that process was pretty smooth.
Now I am going to the parking lot to get my car, and I'll be on my way home.
Never mind. So I don't get to go as easily as I thought. I forgot that this is a very important part of the disembarkation process. You have to wait in this huge line if you need that elevator to get to one of the other floors. So yeah, now we wait.
So I tried to get sneaky and go up the ramp itself, but they told you had to take the stairs or the elevator. So I took the stairs to the very next floor, thinking I could start going around it, and unfortunately I can't because there's a security thing there too. So I will go up one more floor and see if I have better luck there. So I finally made it to my parking spot. It took a long time to walk the ramp. It took like maybe 10 minutes or so because it was way easier for me than waiting in that long line for the elevator. You can't get on at the bottom floor on the ramp. Decide to walk from there, they won't let you. The first floor, they won't let you there either because they have security. So I went up to deck 2, so I had to walk up the steps with my bag and then walk the ramp all the way to 6, which is this wonderful view right here. It's partially indoors, partially outdoors on level 6, so that's what happened here. But all in all, it was a quick 35-minute whole process from the moment I got in line to the moment I got here to my car.
And it also took another 27 minutes just to get through the parking because it was so busy. I was stuck at like ramp 4. So keep that in mind too. That takes forever too. And we still haven't made it out of the garage. Yeah, so still trying to get out of here. So now it's been an hour and 15 minutes for the total process, and getting out of the port was only 20. So everything else has been just parking and driving and this chaos of people merging to get to their drop-off zones, because I guess the exit and the drop-off are exactly the same. People are just not stopping at stop signs. There's stop signs everywhere. Nobody's doing a darn thing. You have to literally almost hit somebody with your vehicle, another car, to try to get out. Like, that's how aggressive the people drive here. So yeah, that was the worst part of that disembarkation process. I know that has nothing to do with Norwegian, but it has to do with the Miami port and how disorganized they are. Also, people were standing at the bottom of the parking lot waiting for whoever went to get their vehicle, one person from the family to get the vehicle, and then they stopped at the bottom and let those people load their stuff. So they were blocking the exit because that is not a place for that. So they would literally just block the exit to let everybody on. Finally on the bridge out of the port of Miami. Something I didn't realize was that this is actually, the port is actually on an island called Dodge Island. So there's only one way in, one way out. There's definitely bad traffic jams there. I wouldn't recommend getting stuck in that. If you can Uber in or take a bus, it will be less stressful for sure. That process took way longer than just getting off the ship. So again, the port is what I'm judging here, not so much the disembarkation process. That was simple enough.
So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. It really helps us out. And come back and check us out here at PrimeTime Cruisers. See you on the seas.